Hello there, I'm CT Productions, and today we are going to have a look at the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie sets. These sets will be releasing on April 26th, and we have quite a few to go through, so let's get started. First up, we have set 75444 AT-AT Attack. This set has 297 pieces and retails for £40 or $45. This set will include Grogu, the Mandalorian, and an Imperial Remnant AT-AT driver. The build for this set will be a grey Imperial AT-AT and a turret. Looking at the AT-AT, you have a little place for Grogu on the front. The cannons are replaced with stud shooters, and where the Mandalorian sits, right behind him, there is an engine looking thing. Now, onto the turret. The turret has a stud shooter on the top with some room for the Imperial Remnant AT-AT driver, and the turret opens up so you can see some extra studs and a place to put the AT-AT driver's weapon. Looking more closely at the minifigures, there is a new mould for Grogu, and the Mandalorian comes with a jetpack, a small blaster, and some new leg printing, including some printing on his foot, and the knee printing is slightly changed. The AT-AT driver is using the Scarif Trooper helmet, only seen on a few figures, and some new printing all around with a medium blaster. Also, looking at the front of the box, you have the new Mandalorian movie box art, and it depicts the AT-AT running up a mountain in the snow to get to the turret. And if you look at the back of the box, you can see the turret opened up and Mando and Grogu off of the AT-AT. Next up, we have set 75446 Grogu Mandalorian's Apprentice. This set has 1,200 pieces and retails for £120 or $130. This set comes with a new Grogu mold with a little Beskar bit of armor on it and a display stand for Grogu's minifigure. Then actually looking at the buildable Grogu, you can see that the ears and mouth can open up and move, and the satchel and Beskar armor is removable. If you look at the front of the box, you can see Grogu in a little forest with the new Mandalorian and Grogu movie box art. And looking at the back of the box, you can see the Grogu without its satchel and Beskar armor. And in the bottom corner of the back of the box, you can see the back of Grogu, which seems to have like a lever, which might make the head turn. I can't really tell. The lever is like a grey bit, like at the very bottom of the Grogu. So it also comes with some little blue food for Grogu, which can actually go in the satchel when you open it up. And overall, this set is really nice. I know we have had multiple Grogus recently. I think we had one 2020 or 2021, and that one was, I think, $80, probably around £70. But overall, this is a really nice set. Next up, we have set 75447, the Razor Crest. This set will have 930 pieces and will retail for £140 or $150. The figures in this set will be Grogu, the Mandalorian, Zebarelios, Colonel Ward, and an Imperial Remnant Stormtrooper. The set is going to be the yellow Razor Crest, and looking at the front of the box, it has the nice new box art for the Mandalorian movie. All of these sets do have this, but it also depicts the Razor Crest flying away from a planet. At the back of the box, you can see that the set has an E-web to go with the Stormtrooper, and you can also see at the top right of the box all of the panels that come down, including all of the back panels, and at least one of the front panels is supposed to come down to show like a display thing, whether it's fuel or something. I can't really tell, but you can see Grogu next to it. Looking at the figures, this set will include Grogu with the Beskar armor piece, the Mandalorian from the AT-AT attack with their boot printing and different knee armor. The Mandalorian will come with a small blaster. Next, we have by far the best figure in this set, Zebarelios. The last time we saw Zeb was with the Rebels waves a couple of years ago. He has dual molded leg and arm printing and a really nice head mold. This is the first ever Lego Star Wars minifigure that I think of that has dual molded arms, and overall it's a great figure. And then next let's look at Colonel Ward. This figure isn't anywhere near as detailed as Zeb. It doesn't have any leg printing, but we will see another Colonel Ward in one of the other sets that we're looking at today. This version of Colonel Ward is in her officer, I want to say, disguise. Not disguise, but like she's wearing regular clothes. And you can see the little dots. There are 4 red dots depicting that she's Colonel. And then finally, the Stormtrooper. The Stormtrooper will have the new pauldron that we saw in the 327th Battle Pack, without any printing, it looks like. And it's just a regular Stormtrooper that we normally see. Next up, we have set 75460, the New Republic X-Wing Starfighter. This set will have 558 pieces and will retail for £60 or $70. This set will include Carson Teva, Colonel Ward in her pilot uniform, and a New Republic astromech. Looking at the box art, you can see the X-Wing in space, and then looking at the back of the box, you can see it on a New Republic base in the top. Actually, not even going to the top. In that picture, you could also see that there is a way. It includes ladders, so you could get into the X-Wing. Now, looking at the top, you can see the X-Wing in its fighter position, and by lifting up a piece on the back, it seems that you can put your weapon in there. Looking more closely at the figures, first up we have the New Republic astromech. It does look a lot like the one we got on the ARC 170. I don't think it is. It's still a green colour scheme though. And then next, Colonel Ward. Now we saw Colonel Ward in the Razor Crest. This version is in her pilot uniform. She's got a nice helmet. I think it's the regular jumpsuit for the pilot though. And she just includes a small blaster. But I think she does include... Yeah, she does include a hairpiece as well. And then finally looking at Carson Teva. This is... I think Carson Taver's the one that's good friends with the Mandalorian. I think the Mandalorian said he was going to work for the New Republic in like the final season of the Mandalorian. I think this is the guy that found the Mandalorian outpost, and yeah, he has the nice printing on the helmet, small blaster, and the regular jumpsuit for the pilot. The set does look a lot like the previous X-Wing. Not the Luke's X-Wing, but the one from the mashup one. I think the one that goes with the TIE Fighter, and you can change the wings. It's quite design based off of that, with the large cheese slopes on the front of the ship. But they also have replaced the spring-loaded shooters with stud shooters on every wing for this one. I know in Luke's X-Wing, it was only a spring-loaded shooter on both of the bottom wings. Now we have stud shooters on the bottom and top wing for both sides. I don't know which one I prefer. When I get it in hand, I can't wait to review the set. But yeah, it looks really nice still. Also, a big problem with the Luke's X-Wing was it didn't have retractable landing gear. This set does have retractable landing gear, so it is a bonus in that way. Yeah, 9+. Great set overall, though. Next, we have set 75445, the Anzellan Starship. This set has 701 pieces and will retail for £65 or $75. This set comes with 2 Anzellans and Grogu. Now, we'll probably never see this type of set again, and it's really surprising that they even made this set to begin with. But looking at the box art, you can see the ship all closed up and in space. Looking at the back of the box, you can see it all opened up with the cockpit. There's a side ramp to get into the ship, and it seems to have 8 engines on the back. But you also get the option to build a droid. It looks like it's quite close to the same droid from the Advent calendar of 2025, but off the top of my head, I don't really know. But it also seems to include an ice pick, a radio, a hammer, and some scissors. There are also those little blue food things that Grogu eats, and yeah, if I look at one of these other pictures, you can see that there is 2 cockpit pieces. There seems to be one of the cockpit pieces is on the bottom of the ship. I can't really tell. We've never seen this ship before in Star Wars, so I can't really tell what whether that is a cockpit piece or not. But looking at the figures, we have Grogu with the Beskar armor piece and 2 different Elzayans. We have a like a dark grey, blackish type Anzayan and a brown one. Now, neither of them are the same as the Babu Frick we got in the Advent calendar, but it is nice to get more of these characters. I think, obviously, we'll probably never see the ship again, so when it does come out, I'd recommend picking it up. I have a feeling that this set's price will skyrocket once once it retires. But overall, great set. Yeah. Finally, we have the Mandalorian and Grogu allies and villains brickheads. This set is set 40856 and will have 661 pieces, retailing for £35 or $40. The brickheads in this set include Grogu, an Zayn, Mando, Colonel Ward, and an Imperial Remnant Snowtrooper. Now, looking at it, it looks quite good. Obviously, Colonel Ward seems to be a very prominent character from all of these. We've had the Mandalorian and Grogu in the past. I think the biggest difference with Mandalorian Grogu is Grogu has the Beskar armor, and the Zayn. The Zayn, another small figure type thing, comes with a little wrench and a spyglass, or not spyglass, magnifying glass piece. But I think the real highlight of this set will be the Imperial Remnant Snowtrooper. I know for an allies and villains, you'd expect there to be more villains, I think. Instead of the Zayn, or instead of Colonel Ward, we should have got something like the big bad guy. I don't know who the big one's gonna be this time. I know Moff Gideon's dead, so it probably won't be. It won't be Moff Gideon, the big bad guy. But I know Mando's now chasing down all these bad guys for the New Republic, and that's all. I think I don't really know we don't know much else about the movie. But yeah, Colonel Ward, very prominent in all these sets. And I don't know, I think it'd be really cool to get the Imperial Remnant Snowtrooper as in like a minifigure form. I don't know whether it's pretty much the exact same as the Imperial Snowtrooper, but it probably has a few changes. And yeah, wow. You can see the printing, or well, stickers on Mando, and yeah, I can't tell whether they're stickers or prints. Most likely they're going to be stickers, but this overall is a great set. Thank you guys for watching. I post monthly reviews on my channel, so go check some of them out. Or probably next year the reviews for these sets will come out, and I definitely recommend grabbing most of these sets. Definitely the Anzellan Starship, I'd recommend getting that one, but don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.